What makes the Heisman Trophy so unique? For decades, this iconic award has stood as the ultimate symbol of excellence in college football, honoring the players who dominate the game and inspiring fans across generations. From its humble beginnings in 1935 to the bright lights of today's televised ceremonies, the Heisman's legacy continues to grow. But as the game changes with new rules, technology, and even player branding, what might the future hold for this iconic award? Well, let's see. In 1935, college football was booming, and fans craved a way to honor the players who defined the game with their incredible skill and dedication. The Downtown Athletic Club of New York City, a group passionate about sports and innovation, created an award to celebrate the nation's most outstanding college football player. It wasn't just about stats or victories, but about recognizing players who defined excellence on and off the field. Initially called the Downtown Athletic Club Trophy, it gained a new name in 1936 after the sudden passing of John W. Heisman, a legendary coach, innovator, and the club's athletic director. Heisman left an indelible mark on football. Naming the trophy in his honor cemented its status as a symbol of greatness. The first recipient, Jay Berwanger of the University of Chicago, set the tone of what the award would represent. A true star of his time, Berwanger's versatility and athleticism captured the spirit of the prize. Then there's the trophy, a work of art as much as an award. Sculpted by Frank Eliscu, it features a player in mid-stride, arm extended in a stiff arm pose, and head focused forward. This wasn't just about aesthetics. The pose embodied the grit and determination it took to dominate the game in those days. It reflected an era where strength, strategy, and agility were essential to success. This laid the groundwork, but its early years reveal intriguing patterns about the players and regions that first dominated the award. You see, one trend was impossible to miss: the dominance of players from the Northeast. Schools like Yale, Army, and Princeton were at the heart of college football's golden age, and their players often stole the spotlight. This wasn't surprising, as the Northeast was the cradle of the sport, where the game first took root and thrived. Being a product of the Downtown Athletic Club in New York, the Heisman Trophy naturally reflected this regional prominence in its earliest winners. These early recipients weren't just football stars, they embodied the game as it was played at the time. Hard-nosed, physical, and systematic. Passing was still a novelty. Running backs and quarterbacks who excelled in ground-based strategies were often the focus. The award mirrored the era's cultural attitudes, where toughness and perseverance were highly celebrated traits. Players like Larry Kelly and Clint Frank from Yale represented this ethos, cementing their legacies in the sport's foundational years. As the years went on, the Heisman Trophy evolved alongside the game itself. Key moments reshaped its reputation and expanded its reach. In 1945, Doc Blanchard of the Army became the first junior to win the trophy, breaking the mold and showing that youth could shine as brightly as experience. Later, in 1956, Paul Hornung from Notre Dame claimed the award despite his team's losing record, proving that individual brilliance could stand apart from team success. The most defining shift came as college football spread nationwide and the talent pool diversified. Schools from the South, Midwest, and West Coast began to produce Heisman winners, breaking the early dominance of the Northeast. Players like Billy Cannon from LSU and O.J. Simpson from USC symbolized this nationwide expansion as the trophy became a genuinely national accolade. Soon, as college football grew beyond its regional roots, so did the Heisman Trophy, evolving into a national symbol of excellence with a cultural impact that extends far beyond the game. Today, the Heisman Trophy has grown beyond just a football award. It's a cultural phenomenon. Each year, the Heisman ceremony is one of the most anticipated events in sports, transforming the trophy into a centerpiece of storytelling and celebration. As the finalists gather, their journeys to this moment are shared with millions of fans, highlighting their stats, struggles, triumphs, and character. These stories add depth, creating a personal connection between the players and the audience that transcends the game. The media also plays a massive role in amplifying the Heisman's impact. The lead up to the ceremony is packed with analysis, predictions, and heated debates. Fans rally around their favorite candidates, and social media buzz turns the award into a national conversation. By the time the winner is announced, the Heisman has already captivated fans, making it feel less like an award and more like a shared experience. Behind the scenes, the selection process blends tradition and inclusivity. Sports journalists from across the country form the backbone of the voting body, joined by former winners who bring a unique perspective. Recently, fans have been given a voice too, with a single collective vote representing their input. This mix ensures a broad evaluation of candidates, but it's challenging. Recent years have brought some incredible Heisman Trophy winners, each leaving a unique mark on college football. Players like Joe Burrow, who dominated with LSU in 2019, and Devontae Smith, a wide receiver who broke a long-standing positional trend in 2020, have reminded us why this award is so special. Their performances set records and redefined what it means to be the most outstanding player in college football. One of the most noticeable trends is the dominance of quarterbacks, especially those with dual threat capabilities. Players like Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray have shown how combining precision passing with the ability to run the ball can transform the game. This shift reflects how the sport evolves, with offenses now built around versatile playmakers who can do it all. However, these trends have come with their share of controversies. Regional biases remain a hot topic in Heisman debates. The perception that players from specific conferences like the SEC or Big Ten have an edge can stir up heated arguments. Some wonder whether every region and conference gets an equal shot if media coverage disproportionately influences the spotlight. One of the most debated aspects of the Heisman is positional bias. With their ability to rack up eye-catching stats, quarterbacks have historically dominated the award. Running backs also see success, but other positions like wide receivers, defensive players, or linemen rarely get the spotlight. This has sparked conversations about how the award values impact raw numbers, pushing for a more balanced appreciation of all roles on the field. Even when someone like Charles Woodson, a defensive player, wins, it's often considered an exception rather than the norm. Many ask whether the Heisman is truly a measure of the most outstanding player across all positions. While the Heisman continues to celebrate the sport's brightest stars, the changing dynamics of college football are reshaping what it takes to earn the coveted trophy. We must agree, college football is constantly evolving, and so is the Heisman Trophy. One of the most significant shifts has been the rise of spread offenses. These systems open the field, allowing players to showcase their speed, versatility, and decision-making skills. Quarterbacks and wide receivers thrive in this style of play, often putting up eye-popping stats to catch voters' attention. Meanwhile, analytics are becoming a more significant part of evaluating players. Metrics like completion percentage under pressure or yards after contact provide deeper insights, making it easier to identify standout performances that go beyond traditional stats. This evolution in the game could lead to greater diversity among Heisman winners. As new offensive schemes highlight different roles, players in overlooked positions may finally get their due. A dominant offensive lineman protecting a star quarterback or a game-changing linebacker disrupting offenses could become serious contenders. The sport is opening up, and the Heisman might follow. Another significant change in college football is the NIL era, name, image, and likeness policies that allow players to earn money while playing. This has revolutionized the way athletes connect with fans. Now, Heisman hopefuls aren't just showcasing their skills on the field and building personal brands off it. From social media campaigns to sponsorship deals, players can use their platform to engage with fans directly, creating a more personal connection that could sway opinions. Schools are also stepping up their game, producing creative content to promote their candidates. Highlight reels, interviews, and even dedicated hashtags have turned Heisman campaigns into multimedia events. This new dynamic adds excitement, but also raises questions. Does a player's popularity off the field start to influence the vote as much as their on-field performance? It's a delicate balance that reflects the new era of college sports. Anyway, who will be the next player to win the award and redefine what it truly means to be outstanding in this ever-changing game? Share your thoughts down below as you leave a like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos like this one.